It's not just the answers, not just the quotes. It's life in the margins. It's time for CluffsNotes. Thinking across time, exploring the swirl in my head. Retold by the author.
The back patio.
Welcome to my back patio. And to be perfectly honest, it's my preferred way of communicating with anyone. Sitting in a space like this, not worried about our words, not correcting grammar, just letting the conversation shape our understanding. But when I write, oh, that's so different. When communication becomes very one way, my brain has to function and think in a completely different way. So, welcome to the back patio. No agenda, no expectations, just two people catching up on each other's journeys with the added benefit of nature, drinks, music, and laughter. Lots of laughter. So we're talking, and suddenly you just see me light up. I have this look of someone who just remembered something exciting. And I turn to you and I say, oh, hang on. I want to share something, and I think you'll appreciate this. And then things start to swirl. I get up, I set down my guitar, I'm moving around quickly, I'm looking for my glasses, I come inside, I go back outside, I go back inside, I'm talking faster, I get more excited, and I just start blurting out like random things. Are you sure you're not hungry? Oh, it's something I'm calling thinking across time. I love that. Where did I put my glasses? Okay, oh, and it's distributed cognition. I love that phrase too. My sketchbook. Hang on, seriously. I'm gonna try to keep this organized. No. Seriously. Are you sure you don't need a refill? Okay. So just sit there and get comfortable. And I'm gonna try to keep this brief. Seriously. If it gets too boring, stop me. But given how I feel about this, if you did that, I have a feeling it would be sort of doing that to my granddaughter, Harbor Ray, and telling her you don't want to hear about Peppa Pig anymore. It's just kind of mean. But in that spirit, I share all this not as a teacher, but as a fellow learner. I want to share this recent journey, and honestly, I still find it fascinating on so many levels. All right. So let's start with this would you rather game.
The tension.
Pretend you're an elementary principal. It's late afternoon in Florida. Springtime. Ooh, it's hot. And the area has been in a drought. Buses are arriving. Cars are lining up for their pickup time. Dismissal's about to start. But then your radio goes off. It's the plant manager. He is urgently telling you have to meet him in the back of the campus. So you rush there and your heart sinks as you can start to see as you're running back there, there's smoke rising from a brush fire that's just beyond the school's fence line. It's not massive, it's not dramatic, but it's enough, and the smoke is increasing. And as you get closer, you can hear the crackling of flames. Immediately, you realize this is no longer routine. But here's the twist. Because of last year's reading scores, your older students, the 4th and 5th graders, are required to stay an additional hour for instruction. All those buses, those parents up front, they're here for the younger students. They're supposed to come back in an hour for the others. Oh, and those older students? They're in the classrooms at the back of the campus, closest to this fire, which, by the way, is also by the school-wide air conditioning system. that your plant manager says must be shut off immediately because of the drifting smoke. So you're holding all of that at once. A fire that may or may not spread, smoke increasing and drifting onto the campus, air conditioning being shut off, younger students ready to leave, older students required to stay, parents expecting a normal routine, the possibility of a full campus-wide evacuation. And everything is shifting. So, tell me, would you rather, option 1, carry on and just monitor, follow your normal dismissal for your young students, relocate the older students to those front classrooms, try to continue the instructional focus, manage the heat, smoke, and uncertainty, and prepare to evacuate the campus immediately if needed? Or option 2, preventatively evacuate all the students now, break the dismissal protocol, send older students home early using that transportation that's already on the campus, communicate quickly to families, and accept the risk that maybe some students will be arriving home unsupervised. Whatever you decide, remember you carry the responsibility of that choice. There's no clean answers. There's simply you, with a decision that will impact a lot of people. Another reel for the shelf.